They are not allowed to go for
Mic check. அதான் வேற ஆரம்பிக்கணும். ஆரம்பமே அமர்க்கலமா இருக்கு.
அக்ஷய் இங்க நின்னுக்கோ.
தூண போதாத வேலை 2 பக்கம்
ஒரு
சொல்லுங்க.
செகண்ட்
ம்.
ஆனா நீ மத்தவங்க பேசுறது எனக்கு இது கேட்கலையேடா.
டேய். அதுக்கே தெரியாத தெரிஞ்சிருக்கா? நான் அதான் வேற ஆரம்பிக்கணும். ஆரம்பமே அமர்க்கலமா
வீடியோ
இருக்கு.
தெரியாதா?
அக்ஷய்
இங்க
தூண
மூஞ்சி
போதாத
வைக்கிறேன்
வேலை
பாரு.
2 பக்கம்
ஒரு
சொல்லுங்க.
செகண்ட்
ம்.
ஆனா நீ மத்தவங்க பேசுறது எனக்கு இது
எது
கேட்கலையேடா.
வரல கவர் ஆகும்? இது வரல.
சார் நான் ரெடி சார்.
Hi. Hello everyone. Myself I'm Manita from 3rd BSc Computer Science. I take a part of this webinar section to present a Master of Ceremony for this today event. Good morning. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, invited guests, intellectual staffs, students, and everyone presented here for this wonderful webinar section today. First thing is a prayer song. In the midst of choice, find sanity. In the midst of darkness, find light. In the midst of uncertainty, find faith. Let all stand for their prayer song.
என் தேடல் தெய்வமே, நீயின்றி என் வாழ்வு நிறம் மாறுதே, உனை மனம் தேடுதே, நீ வழிகாட்டுமே. தேடல் நீ என் தெய்வமே நீ இன்றி என் வாழ்வு நிரம்புகிறதே உன்னை மனம் தேடுதே நீ வழிகாட்டும் தேடல்
Next thing is a welcome speech. Now I invite our Akshaya from First CS to deliver a welcome address.
Happy morning to everyone. A new day brings sunshine, energy, refreshment, and today we have a special webinar added to the day, Empower Our Wisdom. Morning greetings to the respected principal, staff, esteemed guest of honor, and my dear friends. I feel privileged to welcome everyone here. I'm sure that you all will feel enriched with knowledge after completion of the webinar section. Let us welcome the Lord Almighty amidst us to shower His wisdom and grace upon us. We welcome our Principal Reverend Father Dr. Samuel J. Seelan S.J., Secretary Reverend Father Albert William S.J., Vice Principal Reverend Father Maria Venish S.J., who are taking part in this enriching section. On behalf of the management and faculty, I spread the red carpet welcome for the Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. Merlin, the resource person who is here to enhance our knowledge in tech musings. We welcome the head of the Department of Computer Science, Professor Mr. K. Satish, who is the organizer of the special webinar section. And I also welcome all the faculty members. And finally, I welcome all the future successors who volunteered the webinar with active participation and interest. Once again, I convey my greetings to each and everyone present here. Thank you for your opportunity.
Thank you, Akshaya. Now I call upon Maria Vinish father to introduce the resource person.
Thank you. Good morning to everyone. Our principal, first secretary, head of the department, dear faculty members, and my dear students. It's my privilege to introduce Dr. Sengal Merlin. She has 16 years of comprehensive experience in research and development, teaching and industrial sector within cloud ecosystems and machine learning. With a wealth of knowledge in the academic and IT industry, she is the right person to address us today. She is currently working as cloud DevOps consultant in the US and provides solution consultations to top IT companies. Her multifaceted career includes serving as the Dean of Women Students for 3 years of Loyola at Loyola Ecam College of Engineering and Technology, LISET. She dedicated 10.5 years to LISET as an associate professor, where she not only taught but also assumed various responsibilities such as PAC member, NBA coordinator, project coordinator, cyber cell convener, and internal complaints committee convener. Beyond academia, she ventured into the industry as a database administrator at Bridge Services in London, UK. Additionally, she contributed to the academic landscape as an assistant professor at Sastra University. This diverse background has uniquely equipped her to excel in her current role, blending practical industry insights with academic expertise. Dr. Merlin is a disciplined worker and self styled counselor. She has and is still guiding a number of her colleagues and former and current students. She has helped many students while she worked as a professor, and now they are all settled well in life and continue to be in touch with her. And above all, a good human being, loving wife to her husband, and caring mother to her boys. Welcome, Dr. Merlin.
Thank you, Father.
Thank you, Father. Education is the passport to the future, for tomorrow belongs to those who prepare for its today. Now, I call upon our chief guest, give you some words.
Sure. Am I audible? Father, can you please confirm? Okay. Okay. Reverend Father Secretary, Reverend Father Principal, Vice Principals, Professor Satish, Head of Computer Science Department, Professor Raja Prabhu, Professor Kavita, Professor Eric Francis, and Reverend Dr. Maria Venesh, the Campus Treasurer and Vice Principal of Academics, and dear students. Good morning, everyone. Firstly, I want to thank you, Father, for your warm introduction and welcome. I'm truly honored and humbled to be present amongst all of you today. I would like to take this opportunity to thank you, Father, for all you have been to me, particularly during my tenure at Lisset. Though I have worked there around 12 years, the last 3 years under your director leadership had been the critical one, which helped me groom myself with leadership skills. You had trusted me with many responsibilities like leading and formation of Women's Cell, organizing Lisset Award ceremonies, governing body, open forums, and lot many. It was a great learning experience for me, and I can't forget those days, Father. I'm sure that whatever I had learned under you is helping me in my current career path. Father, you were like a corporate person, and you taught us to think futuristic to improve the process, whatever we do. One such thing I could remember is the online admission process, which you initiated well before the COVID, and how that helped streamline the process during the COVID times. So, these corporate leadership qualities, directly or indirectly, I have inhibited in me. And today I'm using all those traits which I learned it from you, and it is helping me a lot. Also, your thought process and all the initiatives were towards the student centrality. I still remember that you wanted us to keep one academic year's objective as student centrality, and all our activities should be in align with that. So I'm sure that your heart towards student welfare is helping Loyola College Mettala students as well, and they are getting benefited. I admire you for so many things. You always listen to people, you listen to us, you listen to students, and the way you treat people irrespective of their cadre, the openness you had. So, thank you very much, Father, for all the trust you had in me, for the formation you gave me, and being my mentor till today. So, thank you. With that thank you note, let me share my screen. Is my screen visible?
Yes, we can see it.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so once again, good morning, students. I know how much difficult it is recent trends happening, and what jobs can computer science degree holders can get. how can you become industry ready, and what is expected from the computer science students. And I'll try to give an overview of DevOps, in which I'm currently working in. And I will share some of my personal experience and the challenges. And lastly, couple of photos from Lizette. So feel free to stop me and bear with me for the hiccups I might have. It's been quite a while I talked to the students. Okay, so to start with, what is this IT industry all about? At its core, we know that IT industry is dedicated for development, implementation, and maintenance of the computer systems, software applications, networks, all that, right? But it is not just that. It is a dynamic and transformative force in the modern global economy. So, IT solutions are integral to address the evolving needs of businesses, governments, and society as a whole, right? So, be it aerospace industry, medical industry, stock market, anything, any industry you can take, anything and everything requires software and hardware as its backbone, right? So, all our day to day activities is being tied with software apps. So, as a simple example, all of us, you and I, we are all using a lot of softwares in our day-to-day life. Lot of applications we are using: WhatsApp, Instagram, cab booking services like Ola, Uber, Book My Show. You name it, and there will be some software associated with that. Okay, so IT itself is an industry, and any business you take, be it existing or some startups, it requires a software. So this industry is going to keep booming, and uh, and I'm hoping that the opportunities will be endless. So, having said that, I just mentioned some of the recent trends we have. You know, these terms are not new to you. You might have seen it earlier. You might be knowing about this already. And so I would like to touch upon a few technologies here. I'm not going to go in detail because each one itself is like an ocean. Okay, so first I'd like to talk about the cloud technologies, which I'm working now. Many companies are coming with their own cloud-based systems they offer, like Microsoft's Azure, AWS, Amazon, IBM Cloud, Google Cloud. So these are like people are like leaders in providing cloud services to IT giants. So the idea behind all these cloud services are similar: provide the on-demand service with the users, with the flexibility, scalability, and reliability. Okay, so next, we can talk about this 5G, the other booming technology, which many of us have been hearing, for the past months. You must be using it probably. So it's a huge jump for the telecom industry to move from 4G to 5G, where unimaginable speed is possible. So, given the global situation and with the increase in video conferencing, remote working, digital collaboration, reliable connectivity and data availability is crucial, right? So telecom industries are working towards making 5G affordable to us. And then about IoT, looks like they are expecting more than a billion IoT devices get connected in future. And connected cars have become a reality. Tesla already released some. So if I just go out of my home and at any point in time, I can see at least two Tesla cars. Okay, so we can also talk about other booming technologies like edge computing, quantum computing, which makes almost all the applications faster and more effective. It reduces the reaction time and cost with enhanced security and speed. Okay, so ஒரு சின்ன எக்ஸாம்பிள் சொல்லணும்னா, you know how the Google works. Okay, so imagine all over the world, ஒரு fraction of secondல, ஒவ்வொரு millisecondலையும் there are so many hits happening. So how is it handling? Okay, it's not just a Google search. We are using so many other applications of Google also. So with this cutting edge technology, all those things are possible. And another technology I would like to touch upon is AI and machine learning, artificial intelligence and machine learning. I'm not a pro in that, but we know what is happening in that, right? So it has already proven to be today's most transformative tech evolution. Okay, so Devin AI பத்தி கேள்விப்பட்டிருப்பீங்க, the very recent one. Okay, the first AI software engineer. Okay, we don't know whether it is going to replace the human, but it might help us to do our job better. Okay, So all these things are happening with a huge volume of data collected. The AI algorithms are trying to predict the future business strategy. Okay, and we have seen in the news like drones or bots are used for food delivery in medical facilities. Okay, it is already in practice, but of course there are a lot of things to be improved, and huge research is also on. Okay, and computer vision, which is a branch of AI, to extract useful information from the digital photos and the videos which we are generating day to day, right? We are generating a lot of data. So all these things are happening, and you might have heard about the empowerment of society through the technology. So this augmented reality thing is one such example I can say. Take the medical field. No, it has made life easier and better in many ways. Human augmentation, it's a technique of enhancing the person's physical and cognitive abilities. Once implanted in the person, it will allow the person to perform activities which were impossible in the past. So, augmented legs, eyes, hands are possible today, and it is boom to many. So, likewise, there are so many other technologies. Okay, DevOps and continuous integration and continuous deployment. I'll try to cover in the upcoming slides. Okay, okay. So, Father, uh, is the pace okay?
Yeah, it's okay. So,
Okay. So, any technology is useful. Any discipline is fine to be an IT professional, right? So, I have listed some of the roles. இது எல்லாமே ஏற்கனவே நீங்கள் எங்கேயாவது கேட்டிருப்பீங்க. சாஃப்ட்வேர் டெவலப்பராக இருக்காங்க, டேட்டாபேஸ் அட்மினிஸ்ட்ரேட்டராக இருக்காங்க, ப்ராஜெக்ட் மேனேஜராக இருக்காங்க. You would have heard this, right? So, uh, all these roles, this is not just all of it, okay? Just give a glance. It might be helpful in future. Okay, I have not listed in any particular order. Just randomly I have added them. So, software developer, what do? They just design, code, test. Basically, they will do the coding, okay, to maintain the software applications. So, web development, mobile app development, any areas they take, the developers, they do the code, okay. System analysts are the ones who analyze the organization systems and processes, and they'll try to get the business requirements. Network engineer or architect, they will ensure the connectivity, security, okay, and manage the computer networks. Database administrator, with the lot of data we are having, we need an efficient database structures and for retrieval also. So database administrators will take care of it. IT project manager, they will oversee the entire IT project, like planning, executing, ensuring they are completed on time, within the scope, within the budget, and they will coordinate with other stakeholders and so on. Okay, cyber security analyst. Lot of security breaches happening right today, so they will be implementing the security measures, monitoring the threats, responding to such incidents. And systems administrator, they will do the installation and configuration and managing the servers. Okay, they will take care of the overall health and performance of the IT systems. Cloud architect, uh, so they will design and implement the cloud computing solutions, including migration of systems to the cloud, okay, optimizing the cloud infrastructure and so on. Data scientist, so since we are generating so much of data, we need people to analyze and interpret the complex data sets, and they'll be using the machine learning techniques to derive some insights out of it, and they support the decision making. And business analyst, they will be bridging the gap between the business and the IT team. Okay, they will identify the needs. Then quality assurance, also called as tester nu solluvaanga. Okay, so they will test. Once the developer is done with their code, the testers will do the testing. Okay, so they will try to identify the defects. Okay, they will collaborate again with the development teams for further improvements. IT support help desk technician and DevOps engineer, as I told, they'll be focusing on collaboration between the development team and the operations team. Okay, they will try to automate a lot of process to ensure the continuous integration and continuous deployment practices. these terms are might little heavy for you when you are in first year and second year, especially. These terms might be little heavy for you, but don't worry, it is just like an awareness towards all this. Okay, then UI and UX designer, uh, they will design the user interfaces. Okay, நம்மளோட graphical user interface, நம்ம screen எப்படி இருக்கணும், நம்மளோட mobile appல அந்த application look எப்படி இருக்கணும். So they will emphasize the usability and the aesthetics of it. And data engineer, so so many things, so many roles are there. Okay, but it is not just limited to these roles. Okay, I could have missed some. Fine. So we know that there is a vast opportunity with the emerging trends and technologies in front of you, right? So இது வரைக்கும் கேட்கலன்னா பரவாயில்ல, இப்போ just try to pay some attention. So as a computer science graduate, everyone should have some coding knowledge. Okay, everyone should know how to code, at least a basic. You need not be a great coder, okay, but you should know some coding knowledge. Okay, so you should be familiar with some programming language. There is no question about it. But there will be some people who are really great at coding. Okay, there will be some people who are great in analyzing things. So I just try to categorize the job functions based on a coding skill based or minor coding skill based or non-coding based jobs. Okay, so you can choose any of that. உனக்கு கோடிங் நல்லா வருது அப்படின்னா you can become a software developer, UI designer, data engineer, இந்த மாதிரியான ரோல்ஸ்லாம் எடுத்துக்கலாம். ஸோ ஒரு மைனராக எனக்கு I can understand coding, I can do little bit of coding, but I am not so fond of doing coding all the time. Then you can take the second category. Okay, I can't do coding at all. If you fall into that category, then you can take the third one. Okay, but bear in mind, survivability will be high in the first two slots. Okay, doesn't mean that you should not be taking the non-coding based jobs. Okay, but ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டிஸ் இல்லை டிமாண்ட்ஸ் அது எல்லாமே வந்து ஃபஸ்ட்டு ரெண்டில் இருக்கிறதுக்கு தான் நிறைய இருக்கும். ரீசன் என்னென்னா, நான் கோடிங் பேஸ்ட் ஜாப்ஸ் எல்லாம் இப்போ நிறைய ஆட்டோமேஷன் வேற வந்துருச்சு. ஓகே, ஆல்சோ ஐ லிஸ்டட் சம் ஆஃப் த ஜாப்ஸ் லைக் ஐடி ப்ராஜெக்ட் மேனேஜர், கிளவுட் ஆர்கிடெக்ட், பிஸ்னஸ் அனாலிஸ்ட் அண்ட் ஸோ ஆன். ஸோ இதெல்லாம் யூ cannot become those in the start of your career itself. Okay, so those are like some leadership roles or management roles also. So usually ஒரு 100% of job opportunities இருக்குன்னா இந்த ஃபர்ஸ்ட் கேட்டகரியில் 50% of job opportunities இருக்கும். அப்புறம் 30% இந்த மைனர் கோடிங் ஸ்கில், அப்புறம் 20% தான் நான் கோடிங் பேஸ்டில் இருக்கும். Okay, so since the demand is high in the coding skill based jobs, it's better taking one of that. And money is also big for the coding based jobs. Okay, so just like an awareness I'm telling, it might help you. So this slide, I just put it for a reference. You may not be able to see exactly what the text is. Okay, because I know the font size is really small, I know that, but just for a reference I wanted to put it. Okay, say for example, if you're taking the software development category, you will be starting as a junior developer, then you will go as a software developer, then you will go as a development team lead, then you will go to senior management. And if you are taking data analysis, then you will start as a junior analyst, then data analyst, then senior data analyst, data analytics manager, data scientist, chief data officer, and so on. Okay, similarly in the network engineering also, quality, testing also, quality control also, anything you take, you'll be having this entry level, then junior management level, middle management level, senior management level, and so on. Okay, so you could see some figures here. Okay, just don't go by the figures, but actually it is all real to some extent. Okay, so many opportunities are there. Okay, உங்களுக்கு என்ன இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட் இருக்குன்னு you have to find out that. Okay, so firstலியே இவ்வளோ கிடைக்குமானா it's a question mark, but eventually you will get it. Okay, so for the junior developer they are mentioning like $40,000 US per annum. Okay, you can do the math. So it is very good money. All what is required, we will see in the upcoming slides. Okay. So, fine. Now, you know, we have to, what is required, I said, right? You have to be strong in academics first. Okay, so that is the basics. That is the basic eligibility criteria. That will be the gateway. I usually told my students, learn from your textbook. Okay, notes and all we professors, we usually give to the students. Okay, it could be like an aid, it could be like a supporting document. Okay, so but learn from the textbook. Be strong in your academics, be strong in your fundamentals. Okay, people also say dropouts are successful. Why do we need to go with a degree with all these 6 papers per semester or whatever? Okay, not all the dropouts are successful. It is not for everyone. Okay, unless otherwise you are extremely genius, then okay. Otherwise, our degree is our foundation. Okay, particularly for the middle class like us, it is very, very important. Okay, so how to bridge the gap between academia and industry? The skills taught in universities may not always align with the current needs of the industry. Okay, so that will lead to a gap between what the students learn and what the employers require. Okay, so what can be done? The industries are quick to adopt the emerging technologies. Um, to the extent that I learned something today, but in 3 weeks of time, 4 weeks of time, I'm asked to find out some other tool. So even quicker than that. Okay, they are so quick to adapt the emerging technologies. So we must have that adaptability. Okay, willingness to learn and so on. Soft skills, needless to say, okay, that is very, very important. Okay, professional world, it places a significant emphasis on soft skills. Okay, teamwork, effective communication. Communication is something all of us have to improve. Okay, there is no second thought in that. You have to improve on your communication. Okay, then certifications are like just added advantage. Okay, so like you are familiarized with that particular new thing, right? So that certification will prove that. But there is a question that will that alone fetch you a job? Say for example, I have done a certification in this cloud technology, or I have done a certification in machine learning. Will that fetch me a job? It's a big question mark. Okay, so the company will see that as an entry criteria. Okay, so it shows your willingness to learn. It shows that you are familiarized with that technology. Okay, so it is not just that, but it will be an added advantage. And practical experience, real world scenarios, the industry standard tools, all these you have to understand and know. And how to collaborate with the industry, maybe through internship programs. There are so many internships, only for preparing for this webinar. I searched about the internship. There are some awesome internship available. You can check on that and listen to the guest lectures, and try to get some mentorship, industry sponsored projects, and so on. And adaptability, as I told already, that is very, very important. Okay, you might be hired for something, and after some period of time, you might be asked to do something else. Give me a moment. Sorry about that. So, yeah, and adaptability and agility, those things are very important. Okay, so agility, how to say that? So, இப்போ நம்ம அது ஒரு மைண்ட் செட் மாதிரி. Okay, so industry cannot wait for 6 months or 1 year for a project. Okay, இண்டஸ்ட்ரியோட டிமாண்ட்ஸ் மாறிக்கிட்டே இருக்கும். ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள், நம்ம பிஎஸ்என்எல் எடுத்துக்கிட்டோம்னா, that time, I think they are working on it. I have seen in some news that they are improving a lot and so on. But why BSNL failed at some point in time? Okay, மற்ற network providers எல்லாம் வந்து நிறைய ஆப்ஷன்ஸ் கொடுத்தாங்க. They offer different plans. They came with low budget and so on. So அந்த agility, அந்த adaptability இருக்கணும். Okay, so that is how the industry works. Okay.
Ma'am, your camera is off.
Oh, is it, Father?
We are not able to see you now.
Is it with everyone?
Now we can see you, but the presentation went off.
Okay, it's been like this, Father. It's
No,
been
no,
like,
only now, only now. When I told you, it was off.
all right. Give me a moment, Father. I'm using double monitor. I don't know where it went off. Just a minute.
Now we can see you, but we don't see the presentation now. You can
All
proceed
right.
with the presentation. Now it's fine.
You are able to see
Yeah,
me
we are
also?
able to see it. Yeah,
You are able to see the presentation also?
it's fine now. Yeah, it's fine.
All right. Thank you. Okay. So, having said all that, how to become industry ready? Okay. So, first you have to identify your career goals, understand your interest, strengths. Okay. What do you want to become? I told you, right? You want to become a coder or you want to become a tester. What do you want to become? Just understand your interest and identify your strengths and so on. Okay. So, suppose, for example, if you want to pursue a career in cloud, you have to start learning about the virtual machines and concentrate on one cloud first. That could be anything, AWS cloud or Azure cloud or Google cloud, depends on your interest. Okay. But having said that, the reality in industry will be little different. Okay. நம்ம ஒரு டிகிரி முடிச்சோன்னே எனக்கு இதுதான் இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட் அப்படின்னு ரொம்ப வெயிட் பண்ணிட முடியாது. ஓகே, த இண்டஸ்ட்ரி வில் ரெக்ரூட் யூ ஃபார் சம்திங், தென் தே வில் சேஞ்ச். Okay, so all those things will happen, but in general you can identify your interest. Okay, this is the line I want to go. You can identify that. Acquire technical skills. So as I told you, why an industry should hire you? Only if you have the technical skill, then they will hire you, right? So you need to acquire this technical skill. So that might include your programming languages, software tools, industry specific technologies. So ஒரு பேசிக்கா ஏதாவது ஒரு programming language. Okay, recent days I'm hearing Python is much easier to learn. Okay, any school students are doing. Please don't say that you don't have the facilities or you don't have the resources to do that. Okay, the resources are plenty. You yourself know that. ஒரு யூடியூப்ல நான் வந்து நார்மலா ஏதோ ஒரு டவுட் பார்க்கணும்னு பார்த்தா கூட I can see hundreds of courses from zero to hero, kind of all that thumbnails are there. Okay, we are spending so much of time in scrolling through the reels. Okay, but it is of no use. So instead, there are so many good Instagram pages I have seen which are technically useful. Okay, you can do that also. I'm not telling that you should only do those things. Okay, but try to reduce your time, the screen time or wasting your time, and make use of the other resources which are available everywhere. Okay, industry specific technologies, um, not the common languages like Java or Python or C. Other than that, there are some other industry specific technologies. Okay, there are some MuleSoft, Salesforce, SAP. There are some industry specific technologies. You can learn that also. And as I already mentioned, you can do some additional courses or certifications to enhance your skills. Okay, and online platforms like Coursera, Udemy, all those are offering a variety of courses. The biggest challenge with all that is you have to be self motivated. You have to sit for the course and finish the course. Okay, end of the course you will be having the awareness about that particular topic. Okay, though you might not have a practical knowledge of it, but you will have a good awareness of it. Okay, so don't take them light. Okay, develop soft skills. As I told you, needless to say, you have to develop your communication skill. Okay, teamwork, how you can do the teamwork. Even today, you are organizing this webinar, right? There will be some 4 to 5 people involved in this. Somebody is doing the system work, somebody is doing the MC, somebody is doing the welcome address, whatever. Okay, so each and every work I have seen couple of photos and videos of you guys performing on the stage for all the functions. So you are involved in lot of activities. So everywhere this teamwork is there, and your project works. Okay, the first and second year students discuss with your third year students, the seniors, what they are doing, how you can be part of it. Just listening to them is itself is a learning. Okay, and time management, all these soft skills are very important. Okay, and practice and develop these skills through your group projects, your presentations. If you're going out for any paper presentations, any workshops, everything is a learning. Okay. um, what else you can do? As I told you, there are a lot of free workshops, free trainings, okay, focused on soft skill developments. You can do that. I have mentioned a couple of websites for it in the other slides. And prepare for interviews. It's not too late. Even if you are in first year, even you are in first year, just in first semester, this is March, so you must be in your second semester. So this is not too, it's not too early. It's not too early. Just start preparing for your interviews. Practice some common interview questions. Okay, so what will they ask? They will definitely ask you, tell me about yourself. Why do we have to hire you? What are your strengths and weaknesses? Explain your projects, okay, where you were part of, whatever. The person who is doing the technical work today, you must be able to explain what you are doing to somebody else. Okay, so all these things you should be prepared of. Like, you must be ready with all those answers at any point in time. Tell me about yourself means, I have practiced. Tell me about yourself. Even for the current interview, okay, which I have faced some 5 or 6 months back, I'll be preparing. Tell me about yourself, which sentence I can add, which sentence I can remove, like that. Okay, fine. So, in those ways, you can prepare. What is the expectation from the industry? Some of the points are repetition, but I don't mind repeating the important things. Okay, so as I told, the industry expectation is something on the technical skills. You should have a sound knowledge of your technical expertise. Okay, if it is just data structures, for example, that data structure you should be thorough with. If you are taking DBMS alone, that DBMS you should be thorough with. Any question you must be able to answer. Okay, if it is computer networks, if it is mobile computing, whatever may be the subject, you must be thorough with that technical skill. Okay, you must be able to answer it. Then adaptability, I told you, right? So you will be hired for something. I was hired for some other role. Now I'm doing something else. I cannot question them. Okay, so we have to be adaptable. And aptitude skills, you know um, I forgot the book name also. I think some Sharma, some book. We used to prepare in the college days for solving the aptitude questions and so on. You will not be asked anywhere like how many trains are there, those kind of questions, but it will train your mind, right? So communication skills, I have said enough about this. So I'm again emphasizing on this. Okay, so the willingness to learn, the right attitude to learn. The resources are everywhere. YouTube is a very good resource, I would say. Okay, very good resource, easy resource. At your pace, you can stop the video, you can take the notes, and again you resume the video. You can do in your own pace. Okay. So, Father, do I have some more time? I just
You can take 5 minutes.
5 minutes. All right. Um. So, how can you prepare for the job market? You can practice the coding problems in this lead code, hacker rank, code signal. If you want, you can note it down. Okay, so these are different platforms where you can practice coding, and you can participate in the coding competitions. Read blogs. This is something I usually do. This is very important. Read about something. Okay, anything is okay. Some technical article, anything is okay. uh, in Medium or any other platform. Okay, and try to involve yourself in some forum discussions. If you are not giving input, it is completely fine. Just read it. That's enough. Okay, online courses, certifications, and create a LinkedIn profile. Okay, even if you don't have any skill, it's okay. Just create a LinkedIn profile. Start following the people. Then you will get to know a lot of things through that. Okay, I have asked my eldest son, who is in 11th grade, to create a LinkedIn profile. Okay, so it's not too early at all. So please start doing that. Practice active listening. அது கொஞ்சம் கஷ்டம்தான். How many of you are listening now? It's very different. It's very difficult, but it's very important too. Okay, so after I joined this job, my team members are in diverse nature. They are from different backgrounds, different culture. Everybody says the same thing in their own language, though it is English. Okay, it's very difficult to listen to them, but yeah, that's very important skill. And familiarize yourself with the common interview questions I told you. So since we have only 5 minutes of time, I don't think I can cover this DevOps thing. Okay, this is something I'm working on right now. As you can see, there are so many phases in DevOps. Okay, starting with உங்களோட சாஃப்ட்வேர் இன்ஜினியரிங்ல அந்த மாதிரியான ரிலேட்டட் சப்ஜெக்ட்ல வாட்டர்ஃபால் மாடல், ஸ்பைரல் மாடல் இதெல்லாம் படிச்சிருப்போம் இல்லையா? ஸோ சம்திங் லைக் தட், வெரி சிமிலர் டு தட். ஸோ பிளான் பண்ணணும், அப்புறம் கோட் பண்ணணும், பில்ட் பண்ணணும், அப்புறம் டெஸ்ட் பண்ணணும், ரிலீஸ் பண்ணணும், டிப்ளாய் பண்ணணும், ஆப்ரேட், மானிட்டர், அகெயின் பிளான். It will be like this infinity. Okay, so what is what? I really don't want to go in detail. Okay, this is the DevOps life cycle, complete life cycle. So basically, DevOps is it's a combination of software development and operation. DevOps, development and operations. Okay, so it emphasizes the strong collaboration between dev team and the operations team. Okay, you could see some lot of boxes here, right? They are nothing but the different tools that are used for it. Say for example, buildக்கு வந்து SBT, Maven, டெஸ்ட்டுக்கு வந்து Selenium, JUnit, இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு ரெண்டு டூல் கொடுத்துருக்காங்க. ஓகே, எப்படி மானிட்டர் பண்ணலாம்னா Splunk, Nagios, Datadog இந்த மாதிரி கொடுத்துருக்காங்க. பட் the reality is not this. The reality is this. There are so many tools. Even I don't know many of them here. But ஒரு DevOps இருந்தோம்னா we should be able to learn so many. We should know all of that. Okay, so with that, the technical things are over. I just want to quickly tell about my personal experience. So I come from a middle class family, hailing from a small town in southern Tamil Nadu. There was not much in such a small town at that time, and even today. So I can see myself in you all. Okay, my father was not ready for putting me in engineering, though I got a good score in 12th. Then I managed to do it. I did my best. I wanted to pursue masters immediately, but I couldn't. My brother had to start his college, so naturally my parents couldn't afford for both of us at a time. Then I joined Sastra University as a lecturer, got married. I moved to London and came back. Did my masters after my first son was born. Okay, so நம்ம 10th 12th எக்ஸாம்க்குலாம் முன்னாடி கரெக்டாக நமக்கு பப்ளிக் எக்ஸாம்க்கு முன்னாடி ஃபீவர் வரும், முடியாமல் போகும் இல்லையா? ஸோ சிமிலர்லி டியூரிங் மை மாஸ்டர்ஸ், my son used to fall sick almost for all my semester exams. But I tried my best. Okay, தூங்க வச்சு மடியில் வச்சு all that, I went as a regular student where leaves are not allowed. Okay, it was one such strict college. Then I joined LISIT as assistant professor. Appo cloud computing fascinated me. Then I chose cloud as my specialization in PhD. I did my research from Anna University. Okay, then I moved to US. I never thought that I'll work in an IT industry. Career shift at 40 years old was not easy. Lot of sleepless nights. There were a lot of challenges. Again, I had to start from the scratch. Okay, I thought, okay, I finished PhD. I'll become a professor now. I'll take my favorite subject. It is going to be easy. No, it's not that. Okay, so what I'm trying to say here is, whatever happens in your life, we should bounce back. You might have family issues, relationship issues, academics, and other challenges. We can fall, but bounce back. Okay, so let me quickly touch upon this work-life balance also. A lot of girl students are here. So marriage, family, everything will be there. but don't let them stop your career ambitions. You can handle everything. Just don't let it go. The couple of things. Imagine switching from academics to industry and suddenly exposed to international standard work culture and exposure. Okay, uh, e- I mean it's not just moving from India to US, from IT to IT. It's not that. Entire different. So it was not really easy. It is challenging, and I'm trying my best. So what could be what could be my what could be the takeaways? If you really want to take something out of this, maybe you can consider taking this. um, நம்ம செய்கிற வேலையை நேர்த்தியாக செய்ய முடிஞ்ச வரைக்கும் ட்ரை பண்ணணும். ஓகே, ஐ குட் see many future leaders sitting here. You are all thriving in your careers. You have bigger dreams and aspirations in life. Always remember one thing: on the road to success, trials will make you a stronger and a better person. Life may be hard, there might be turmoil, there might be trials, but that will only make you stronger. Never give up. Okay, so I see you all as a symbol of strength. So be strong and achieve more. So with that, I'm just wrapping up the session. I'm sharing few pictures from lizard days with Father Venish, reminiscing those days, Father. This was one such occasion. Father was listening to the She Forum students. This was taken in Father's office. I just looked in my gallery and I found some of the pictures, thought of sharing with you guys. Before I leave, I wanted to recognize the office bearers. So I requested Father. Father Director gracefully accepted to do that amongst his schedule one day. So this was taken in that occasion. This is with all LICET officials, ECAM officials, and some governing body members. Okay, I end my presentation with this slide by quoting your words, your own words, Father. A student life starts with surprises and ends with surprises. Initially, the students are surprised by the new challenges they face, but at the end of their time in college, they end up discovering several surprises within themselves. So, boys and girls, discover the surprises within you and bring meaning to them. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate the organizing team for this virtual webinar. Thank you. Father.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, can you do me a favor, Father?
Yes, ma'am.
On my behalf, please get them.
தமிழ்ல சொல்லுங்க.
தமிழ்லையா? எல்லாருக்கும் சாக்லேட்ஸ் வாங்கி கொடுங்க, ஃபாதர். எல்லா ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் whomever has attended this session, அவங்க எல்லாருக்கும்
அட்டெண்ட் பண்ணவங்களுக்குலாமா?
அட்டெண்ட்
வாங்கி
பண்றவங்களுக்கு
கொடுத்துடலாம்.
சாக்லேட்.
Okay,
I can see some girls clapping for
Yes.
that.
We'll do that. வாங்கி கொடுத்துடலாம்.
Yes, Father.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you for the opportunity, Father.
Over to the organizing committee.
Thank you, ma'am, for your delightful classes. It is very useful for us. And the last thing is the vote of thanks. Now I invited Professor Sadish, heads of a department of computer science, to propose a vote of thanks.
Respected fathers, our chief guests, staff, and my dear students. Good morning to one and all. I stand before you with a heart full of gratitude and immense appreciation as we bring the curtains down on the enriching international webinar. Today, we find ourselves at the culmination filled with insightful ideas and exchange of knowledge. First and foremost, I would like to extend my heartfelt thanks to Dr. Singol Murli, Cloud DevOps Consultant, USA. Thank you, ma'am, for your extraordinary discussion with us. I thank Reverend Dr. Maria Minis SJ for organizing this international webinar. This webinar is very useful for our students. Thank you, Father. I thank our management for recognizing our efforts. Last but not at the least, I thank our students and staff for being an integral part of this gathering. Thank you all.
Thank you once again, Father. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your time. I know it's past midnight for you. 12:30 மேல ஆயிடுச்சா?
ஆமா
12:30.
நைட் 12 ஆயிடுச்சு ஆமா.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Good night, ma'am. Good night.
Thank you so much, Father. Yeah. Thank you all.